fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one into the end zone for the Viking touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Packers 0.
the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. First down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Complete to number 86.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Play action, they'll throw. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, say, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Tannehill on 1st down. And it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got wrong.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And now he'll tuck it and run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
And the
Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings' 43-yard line.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. We'll see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. And they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
A 3-yard
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game. Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a first down.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and 15. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And that's caught by Smith. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Back to throw. Open man, here's Foster. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Foster, 28 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Taken about 7 yards deep, and Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead,
it's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of a half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Oh, they can't stop it.
The quarterback on the keeper. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Vikings.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. Being chased out left. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 4-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Flush to his right. Open man is Trey Burton. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
You talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. He's got Burton here. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
On first down, Tannehill. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To the air again, Tannehill. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Throwing again is Tannehill. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Touchdown, Packers! A 24-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Zerline good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Tannehill. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down. Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy. What a nice pickup.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On now is the Packers punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
On the return, it's Rodgers.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
from the 45 on 2nd down. Tannehill. And that one incomplete.
They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
17. Vikings 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football, led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and a mile. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Eluded, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Javon Kinlaw. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tannehill. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. Tannehill now to throw. Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is... And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that one results in 35 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35.
Oh, you got
and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So how about that? You draft him in the first round back in April, hoping he'll make some plays for you. And now look at this. Instant dividends. A pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Put that ball on the mantle at home, young man.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Taken about 7 yards deep, and Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
To the 46-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 37-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10, and the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. That one looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 44. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Able to get there and pick it. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And that is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Packers.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football,
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you.